This psalm was composed by King David, of course, and it starts off by saying that if one builds a house without God's assistance, then his work is in vain, and if someone guards a city without God's assistance, then his watching is in vain. For nothing can be accomplished without God's assistance. And the commentaries explain that King David saw with prophetic vision that his son Solomon is going to build the Beis HaMikdash, and he's imploring his son that true that you're going to build the Beis HaMikdash, but keep in mind that you have to stay loyal to Hashem, for it's brought down that on the night before King Solomon had built the Beis HaMikdash, he married an Egyptian woman, and it's explained that caused that eventually the Beis HaMikdash will be destroyed. It was a sin which Solomon had committed, although his intentions were pure, to bring everyone to Hashem, but the sages of the time did not approve of his actions. They felt that it was wrong, and David is imploring his son to internalize the idea that everything is only with God's assistance. And the psalm continues by saying that people wake up early, they go to sleep late, and they toil, but God is going to give the people that deserve it the restful sleep. And the commentaries explain again that the people who wake up early, the people who wake up late, refers to two of King David's sons who rebelled against him. Aveshalom rebelled against David early on, which refers to those who rise up early, and Adoniah is the one who rebelled against David later on in his life, and he's referred to as one who sits up late. And talking about the concept of divine assistance, it goes on to talk about children, that having children could only happen with Hashem's blessing, and it specifically praises people who have children when they're young, and compares that to having arrows in the hand, and it finishes off with a special praise for a person who has many children, and this enables the person to fight the enemies of Hashem. Shir Amal is a song of ascents, a shloimeh for Solomon. Im Hashem v'yivnei, if God will not build a house, Shav Amlu v'inavai, its builders, they labor in vain. Im Hashem layish me'ir, if God does not guard the city, Shav Shakat Shemer, the watchman is toiling in vain. Shav lechem ashkimikum, it's futile, those who rise early, ma'achle sheves, those who sit up late, eichle lechem hatzavim, they eat the bread of sorrows. So they work so hard, and what do they get? The bread of sorrows. Ken yitin ledide shena, for God is going to give his beloved restful sleep. And like we said in the introduction, the ones that wake up early and go to sleep late refers to the two sons of David that tried to rebel against him, and the one who's getting the restful sleep refers to his son Solomon, his son Shlomo, who was able to secure the throne in a very peaceful manner. Hine nachlas Hashem banim, the children are the heritage of Hashem. Sachar priyabotin, the fruit of the womb is a reward for things that a person did in this world. And talking about children, we say kechitzim yad gibor, they're like arrows in the hand of a mighty person, a warrior. Kein bnei neurim, so too are the children of youth. For when a person is still young, he's able to teach his children properly. Ashrei hagever, praiseworthy is the man, asher milei es hashpasim mehem, who fills his quiver, which is where a person puts his arrows. And since children are compared to arrows, we say praiseworthy is the person who fills his quiver with children who are like arrows. Lo yevoshu, they shall not be ashamed. Ki yedabrus even bashar, when they speak with enemies at the gate. And while it's clear that this is a general message about having children, there's a specific message about David personally, that King David was attacked by his enemies and criticized, and he wasn't allowed to build the Beis HaMikdash. But when his son Shlomo built the Beis HaMikdash, and it's brought down that the doors of the Beis HaMikdash only opened in the merit of Solomon's father, King David, for they refused to open initially, and only when David was mentioned, they opened up. Then all the enemies of David, their faces turned black when they saw that Hashem had forgiven David. And this is what it means, that through David's son, he would not be ashamed, and all the humiliation that he suffered all came to an end.